Newswatch at the heart of it with Kennedy Kimani.
Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki has said that the government is going to reinstate the National Police Reservists in 14 banditry-prone counties that were withdrawn by the previous government. Speaking at Elgeyo Marakwet County yesterday, where he visited parts of Kerio Valley, where 2 school children were killed in the latest attacks, the CS said that the withdrawal of police reservists has left many Kenyans exposed.
Lazima turudishe wale askari ambao walikuwa wanalinda jamii hapa ili washirikiane na polisi na hao wengine wa kawaida. That was an unfortunate decision, and therefore the government has made a decision that in all the 14 counties which used to have NPRs, we must restore and even increase the number of national police reservists in those counties.
CS Kindiki further gave orders for the local chiefs who are able to use guns to be armed.
Wale watapita hiyo mtihani ya kubeba silaha, wao wenyewe wapewe silaha. Vile vile kila chief awe na askari wa kumsaidia kutatua matatizo ya kiusalama, askari watatu. Kwa sababu huwezi ambia chief ama asisa chief afuatane na wakora na yeye mwenyewe hana chochote. Inawezekana kweli?
News with Hope FM.
And the Independent Electoral Boundaries Commission IBC has said that it is ready for by-elections in Kandara, Garissa Township, Elgeyo Marakwet and Shela in Lamu County slated for tomorrow. The by-elections for the 2 parliamentary seats and 1 senatorial position were triggered by cabinet appointments. In Elgeyo Marakwet County, 6 candidates are eyeing to succeed former Senator Kipchumba Murkomen, who was appointed to the cabinet. Some of the candidates include former Marakwet West MP William Kisang, Timothy Tanui and human rights activist Jerotich Sei. In Kandara, the race to replace Alice Wahome has attracted a total of 8 candidates, 5 from different political parties and 3 independents. In the Garissa Township constituency, 6 candidates could be seeking to succeed Aiden Duale, who had been re-elected for the 4th term but was later appointed to the cabinet.
News with Hope FM.
And a section of Mount Kenya leaders have come out in defense of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua over his stance on asking Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja to go slow on removing matatu operators from the city's central business district. The leaders led by Nyeri Governor Mutahi Kahiga are now daring Bumula Member of Parliament Jack Wamboka to go ahead with the threat to impeach DP Gachagua, which they term as hot hair, stating that it will be met with resistance.
And any person who thinks that has the withal or the power to bring in impeachment should know that we shall be ready to tackle them on the floor of the House. One thing we must say is that the Deputy President must be respected for who he is.
This is what I can call really hot air. We in Mount Kenya, largely Kenyans, are really waiting for that impeachment. We dare them to bring it.
And we want to tell you, Rigathi Gachagua, soldier on, continue fighting for the rights of the farmers, coffee, milk and tea. We are fighting towards a guaranteed minimum price. Work for the hustlers in Gekomba, in Nyamakema, those people doing matatu business in Nairobi who come from not only Mount Kenya region but generally the whole country.
News with Hope FM.
And Agriculture Cabinet Secretary Mithika Linturi has announced that the government will import maize and rice to avoid a potential famine caused by poor crop projections. With over 4 million Kenyans in the arid and semi-arid regions currently facing severe drought, CS Linturi has said that the government is committed to reducing the cost of maize and rice by the end of next month.
We are going to import maize. We are going to import rice. So we are not doing it because we want. But the projections are so bad that we will not do it. Our people will die for lack of food. Yeah? So the mitigation measures that we have in the short term, as we plan ourselves to grow more food in another 6 months or so, is to bring you maize to get unga. And I want to commit, by the end of March, by the end of February, the cost of unga will have come down. The cost of rice will have come down.
News with Hope FM.
A veteran Vioja Mahakamani actor Gibson Gadhu Mbogwa, alias Prosecutor, was yesterday laid to rest in his farm in Matundura, Nyandarua County. The legendary actor died last week on Thursday after developing complications after kidney transplant. His family eulogized him as a pillar, with his colleagues remembering him as a trailblazer and a man whose shoes will be impossible to fill.
Thank God for the opportunity of sharing my life with you. You are the best husband, father, and grandfather. Your memories will always remain fresh in our minds. and we shall keep your legacy alive.
You see, that taught us that even our most profound losses are survivable, and that it is what we do with that loss, our ability to transform it into a positive event. That is one of my dad's greatest lessons.
Meanwhile, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi is expected to officiate the funds drive of the late veteran news anchor Catherine Kasavuli this Saturday at the United Kenya Club from 5 p.m. The drive is aimed at raising funds to offset hospital bill estimated at 4 million shillings. Kasavuli passed away on Thursday night last week after a long battle with cervical cancer. A funeral service in her honor will be held next week on Thursday at Friends International Church along Ngong Road in Nairobi. Thereafter, the burial will be held on Saturday next week at her home in Zululu, Vihiga County, at Tigoi Primary School. Until her demise, Kasavuli was a news anchor at the state-owned Kenya Broadcasting Corporation television.
News with Hope FM.
And that's the news at 9 a.m. Good morning. I am Kennedy Kimani.
Newswatch, keeping you up to speed with the latest news.